On the next episode of Guiding Grace Bookkeeping, I will give you some basic foundations to help teach you along the way what different things mean in the bookkeeping language. Think of a bookkeeper is a nurse to a doctor or a paralegal to a lawyer. Bookkeeping is the day-to-day record keeping of a business financial life. The accountant job is to answer the questions of why and what's next. Make sure your customers are billed correctly and that the company pays its bills on time. Hey there, family. Gabrielle here, daughter of the Almighty, mom to two amazing kids, and a Yorkie named Luna. Also, I'm a fellow Christian business owner. If you're ready to say yes to financial clarity and exchange chaos for calm, you're in the right place. We're diving deep into strong faith, practical stewardship, and savvy bookkeeping. All right, family, grab your coffee and your notebook. Let's talk about God, business, and getting those books in order. Hey family, welcome to another episode of Guiding Grace Bookkeeping. Today we are going to talk about accountant or bookkeeper. We're going to talk about the differences between the two roles because they are used interchangeably a lot. Okay, so today we're just going to clarify what each one does. So diving right in, what is bookkeeping? Let's talk about what is bookkeeping exactly. So bookkeeping is the day-to-day record keeping of a business financial life. So a bookkeeper's main job is to be the record keeper. They talk about what transactions had happened in the past, what money came in today, what money went out today. We're talking about as money went out, we're talking about bills, payroll, supplies, expenses, money that came in, sales, payments, any income. Okay, so bookkeeping is like what has happened, where we're going to put it. The business is doing this, how is it doing it? Right? So a bookkeeper's core task includes recording transactions. A bookkeeper will enter every single financial transaction, every sale, every purchase, every payment into your spreadsheet or your accounting software. A little plug here. Accounting software, especially a cloud accounting software, is so beneficial. We will dive into accounting software in another episode, okay? So reporting transactions. That's it. It's as simple as I went to Walmart today. I spent $50 on office supplies. There you have it. That's bookkeeping. So another thing, a bookkeeper can manage invoices and bills. So I want to put a little asterisk here next to this. This could be a premium service offered by many bookkeepers. I personally myself do not offer account receivables, account payables. That's what that is called in the more financial world. I do not manage money that's owed to you or money that you owe to customers. We just keep it simple, clean, cut, clear bookkeeping, recording the history of your business. However, some of these features, some of this is a service, that are offered. So basically what they do is to make sure your customers are billed correctly and that the company pays its bills on time. Right? So you don't have to worry about chasing, oh my goodness, did I pay my website? Oh my goodness, did I pay my membership fee for the business? You won't have to worry about that because if that is an added service that your bookkeeper have, or if you are a larger company that have an accounting department, then this is a task that you can also offset because you may have accounts payable, account receivable department. So reconciling accounts. Okay, that sounds like a mouthful. Don't worry, don't fret. Reconciling account is just a fancy term for making sure that the company's records match what their bank account says. So the bookkeeper checked the bank statement to ensure everything lines up perfectly. Example, here we are, end of the month. Okay, I want to close out your month. I will ask for your bank statements, credit card statements, and I will look at everything that is on your bank statements to match with everything for that period in the accounting software to make sure for dollar, penny for penny, it matches. We just want to make sure because life happens, human error, accounting software, technology is not 100% fail proof, right? You have to make sure that there's not any hiccups along the way to make sure that everything matches correctly. I want to also add a little tidbit here as well. This also goes hand in hand with categorizing the accounts. So a little feature that the accounting software that my company, Guiding Grace Bookkeeping, uses called Xero. And with Xero, is anytime that my clients swipe their business debit card or credit cards, and that transaction will appear and something called a bank feed. That bank feed basically tells me, hi, today your client spent $60 on gas at Shell gas station. Okay. So I would say who, Shell, what, auto expense, why, gas. Tell the system, okay, there we go. We categorized that transaction. We matched what came through the bank feed, and I told the accounting software who, what, when, where, and why. Sorry about that. That was a little ding. Who, what, when, where, and why. That is it, categorizing it. So at the end of the month, all those categorizing of the transactions that I've done weekly, sometimes even daily for some of my clients, I would compare the information that I have on my bank statement from my client and what is in the software. Penny for penny, dollar for dollar, have to match. So in a nutshell, bookkeeping is the foundation. You cannot have financial clarity without doing bookkeeping. So bookkeeping is something that has to be done. Either you as the business owner will do it, or you will outsource someone else to do it. But bookkeeping is so imperative for a business to run effortlessly. Tongue twister. Try to say that quickly 5 times. Okay. Now we're going to go to accounting. What is accounting? Now, we just explained that bookkeeping is basically your company's historian. Accounting is your company's storyteller. So accounting will take the reports that are prepared by the bookkeeper, which bookkeepers do prepare financial reports for you to, whether if you don't have an accounting department, that's okay. You'll have financial reports from your bookkeeper and you will be able to see where your expenses go. Later episode on what financial reports are and the different kinds that are so imperative for you to make perfect decisions that you can make for your company. Now, the accountant job is to answer the questions of why and what's next. Forecasting. Think of the accountant as a meteorologist. The meteorologist forecasts what the weather's going to be by looking at data and looking at patterns. So an accountant also, little note here as well, an accountant can do bookkeeping tasks. So you may be a smaller company or you have an accountant and your accountant maybe does not want a bookkeeper. So the accountant does the bookkeeping for you in the software. They will also prepare the financial reports. They will be able to read the financial reports, tell you exactly what those financial reports mean, give you financial advice. Ding, 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 ding. Key difference here. Give you financial advice and help with forecasting on what decisions your business should make to either see a profit or to see a decrease in a certain area that your business may be overspending. They're able to take the data take the story, the record that your bookkeeper documented for you and explain to you, okay, this is what the business was doing. This is what the business has been doing. This is how we can move forward. This will happen if we don't adjust here. Okay, that is the most important difference between a bookkeeper and an accountant. And also accountants some premium service may offer tax filing. Okay, so basically bookkeeping, accountants, hand to hand. Think of a bookkeeper is a nurse to a doctor or a paralegal to a lawyer. They go hand in hand, perfect harmony to give a company, a business owner, the best financial clarity for their business. If you're in a situation where you are just now starting and you're interested in learning, bookkeeping for yourself, don't worry. The Guiding Grace Bookkeeping Podcast, here we are. We are a community. We are a family. I will give you some basic foundations to help teach you along the way what different things mean in the bookkeeping language. All right. So to put simply, bookkeeping is a transactional process focused on recording, and accounting is more of the analytical process for interpreting. Another word, say that 10 times fairly fast. I bet you can't do it. If you have, leave a comment in the review section, send me an email, let me know how that went out for you, okay? And strategizing. So these are two sides of the same coin. And for a business, again, to be financially healthy, you need both working seamlessly. Also, one more little reminder, you can do your bookkeeping on your own, or you can outsource a bookkeeper. A bookkeeper have the same knowledge that an accountant will have in order to prepare your financial reports accurately so that you as the business owner can make informed decisions. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm so excited as we go on this bookkeeping journey. I hope that this podcast helped clarify the difference between accounting and bookkeeping. Until next time, stay blessed and keep those books in order. As we close out today's episode of Guiding Grace Bookkeeping, I truly pray that something resonated with your heart and brought you closer to financial clarity and peace. If you felt that connection, or if a specific insight sparked something within you, please consider taking a moment to leave us a review and subscribe to wherever you listen to podcasts. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more individuals like you. And if you know someone yearning for more grace and wisdom in their finances, be a blessing and share this episode with them. Remember, walking by faith and managing with grace can transform your entire world. Until next time, stay blessed, keep shining, and let's keep those books looking beautiful.